So yeah, for beginner pyros, this is our 76 show series. 76 show series was all of our consumer 76 Proline products. So 76 Proline launched as a consumer brand many years ago. We've now rebranded all those consumer fireworks to show series. So for those that are just getting into fireworks, just getting into the hobby, just getting into show design, this is the perfect product for that. It's single effect products for the most part. Everything's labeled with durations. It tells you what the description of the product is. You get a little image of what the product does. As you can see, it's compatible with Ignite firing systems. And we've got plenty of selection, as you can see, of different effects, and we've got even more coming. So by the time show series is all buttoned up, you're going to have several hundred effects you'll be able to pick from to set up your show, make it nice and easy in your backyard.
So this is all consumer?
This is all consumer fireworks.
Is it fused, or is it got like
it's
a
fused. It's fused.
Okay,
yeah.
so you'll either...
So again, with Ignite, you can clip it on onto a system. So that's your I think your best kind of beginner product. This is sort of our starter product to get people into the ecosystem. Beyond that, we've got 76 Proline. That's for the professional users. So we've got a lot of customers that are in the display business. They use the 76 Proline stuff.
Now a lot of the audience for the channel really want to get into Proline.
Yeah.
And they ask questions about that a lot.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at that. You
Sure.
got your Proline here?
Sure, I can show you some of this stuff. So yeah, 76 Proline's been around a long time. Again, this is a professional use only product. But we have lots of things from single shots to slices and sweeps. We've actually got an Italian product line we imported starting last year. This is a no debris clean product. We're seeing this getting used in a lot of stadiums and stuff like that.
Yeah, so the no debris is kind of like got a tape, right?
Yeah, exactly. You see the strapping tape here? When the shot fires, the cap goes up and the tape holds onto the cap, so nothing goes flying. And then on the inside here, all the components burn up completely, so there's no discs or pieces of paper or anything falling back down.
Or cardboard,
yeah,
any plugs.
Exactly. You can tell from holding the product, it's very, very light. It's got very little stuff in there, so.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I've seen the no debris stuff. I thought it was just a tape. Piece of tape on the top. You know?
Yeah, so the tape holds the cap, but then you have to construct the actual product inside a little bit differently. Traditional fireworks will have several cardboard caps in there, cardboard discs that'll go flying. This doesn't have that, so.
So how much is one of these?
These are definitely a premium item, so these are going to be about double to triple the cost of a Chinese product. We have different price points depending on how much you buy.
The colors are more vibrant, and it's probably more.
It's a lot more consistent too. Like if you shoot 10 of these on a stadium rooftop, you're getting like a perfect same height, right? Whereas if you shoot Chinese product, there are very good Chinese products now that are pretty consistent, but they never reach quite the level that this product.
So what does 76 Proline require from a beginner standpoint? You need like a PGI cert?
So it depends on the state you live in, right? So fireworks regulations are sort of a state-by-state situation as far as what your state requires you to be a professional shooter or shooter, however that works. So for instance, here in the state of Missouri where we're located, you do need a state of Missouri fireworks license from the state of Missouri in order to buy the stuff.
Shooter's license?
Correct. Exactly. The state of Missouri has a shooter's license as well as approximate license. We accept either one of those, but that's for people based in Missouri that are using the product in Missouri, right? Obviously, we ship all around the country.
I just heard Missouri's got a lot of changes in that area.
They
went into effect or is going to?
They are, yeah, they're currently in a regulatory rewrite right now.
Yeah.
So the way it's written today is a little bit kind of a gray area situation. We're opting to enforce having a license because that's the direction it's heading.
Yeah.
I think when the new regulations come out, that's going to be
and that's what I
clearly
recommend
written
most people do anyway.
Exactly.
Take the PGI certification course, and then depending on,
at a minimum, you should definitely be taking a training course like PGI, working with a display company, doing like an APA approved course, something. You should be getting your hands on the product and getting in front of a classroom.
Now if you have a Type 54, do you still need a shooter's license?
So in the state of Missouri, you do still need a shooter's license, yes. A Type 54 also depends on the state. In a lot of states, that is acceptable.
Do you see a lot of states that require that?
No, I said in a lot of states that we ship to, that is acceptable. I'm just saying that, for customers that come to us.
Right.
Again, it's going to depend on where you live and how fireworks are enforced where you live.
Well, I'm from Michigan, so how about me?
Michigan's a pretty open state. Michigan
lenient.
doesn't have, as far as I'm aware, they don't have a shooter's license program. They don't have any state issued anything. So if you're a state of Michigan, for instance, we would take a Type 54 ATF license. We would take proof of training from a shooter's course, proof of training from a reputable company, something like that. Something that just says, I know what I'm doing, I've actually done this, I'm in this business, I understand it. Then we would take that. So that's where it gets tricky, right? State of Missouri has a state license, Michigan does not. That's on us to make sure that we're vetting everybody. So
Awesome, man.
yeah.
I appreciate your time. So
Yeah,
this
absolutely.
This is Proline.
Yeah, so this is
And then looks
Proline
like you
stuff.
got the Pyrolama. Now you guys sell this exclusively, right?
We sell a ton of Pyrolama in the United States. I think we're the only importer selling it in mass. Yeah.
And these are, what am I looking at cost-wise for that one?
Ooh, let's see. Pyrolama pieces I think are currently somewhere between 16 and 20 bucks for a slat. And then you kit it out, right? You can get a 5-shot,
So it'll be
a 5-angle.
$80, maybe $100 a rack-ish, kind of.
Exactly. Starting there. There's a 5-angle version, a 7-angle version, a 9-angle version. You get bigger and bigger, more complicated.
Awesome, man.
Depending on what you want to shoot. We have a ton of users out here at cobra-con using it, which is awesome.
And then you got a ton of other stuff here. What is that with the yellow?
Yeah, so that's our iShot system. This is actually brand new. Let me show you that. So traditional single shots, you're either taking a single shot and dropping it into a rack sort of like a Crateco rack, or you're sliding it onto one of these pieces like a Pyrolama rack. What iShot does, this is developed in Italy, is you adapt these bases to your racks, or you get racks that are built with these bases, like this rack here. What we've done here is we've taken our slat and our rack and we've sort of combined them, right? So instead of having a workflow where you attach your item, then you run the wire, then you have to plug it into the slat or into the firing system, we've taken out all those movements and made it one. So this is an iShot single shot product. Functionally the same as in any other product, but the plug comes different from the factory. Looks like this. And then you've got an iShot igniter. And rather than having a wire, it's got this little chip here. This little chip is the shunt for the iShot. You take that, you plug it in, you break off this little shunt, you click the product in and it's ready to fire. That's it, you're ready to shoot.
No shit.
That's it, yeah. So you can see here, there's a slat on the front of the rack here. You would plug in your cable to your Cobra and you're ready to go. So this one's adapted to Pyrolamas. We have adapters where you can build it onto your stuff if you already own Pyrolama racks. We've also got fully flexible racks that we've built. This is actually built by Crateco in the USA for us.
Oh, nice.
And these you can set any angle you want once you click it in. And then there's an adapter on the front. You plug it in. Q17 and 18, you can still put a conventional product and a wire on it.
What is Monetti? Is this?
So Monetti is the inventor of iShot. They're the ones that manufacture it, and we are the exclusive distributor of iShot equipment in the USA.
Awesome. And that looks like a DB25, is that?
Correct, yeah, that's the standard DB25 on Cobra stuff
Nice.
for the 18Qs.
Very nice. So how much am I going to pay for this right here?
So this is the Cadillac of racks, right? We designed this for our stadium users. They're taking these up. These are bouncing off of buildings. They're very heavy duty.